Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mrs. Speak English channel, where learning English feels simple, relaxed, and fun every day.
Hello, Emma, and hello, my lovely friends watching right now. I feel very happy and excited to be here with all of you today.
Today feels special, not because of any date or event, but because we are here together, learning and growing slowly.
Yes, Emma, when people learn together, the journey feels easier. And today's conversation will really help many English learners.
That's right, Ethan. Today we will talk about how to train your brain to speak English naturally.
Yes, not just learning words, but teaching your brain to think in English.
Before we start, we want to say something important to everyone listening. Thank you for being part of our Mrs. Speak English family.
Yes, thank you for listening patiently, practicing daily, and trusting us to guide you step by step. Emma, many learners ask the same question again and again. They say, I understand English, but I cannot speak.
Yes, I hear that often too. The problem is usually not vocabulary or grammar.
Exactly. The real problem is that the brain is still thinking in another language.
When your brain thinks in your mother language first, English words come slowly and feel heavy.
That is why people feel nervous, shy, or confused while speaking. The brain is working too hard.
So today, we will explain simple ways to train your brain gently, without stress.
Yes, no pressure, no fear, and no rush. Just slow, friendly brain training.
Step 1. Make English feel normal in your daily life. Not special, not scary, just normal.
For example, when you wake up in the morning, say simple sentences in English inside your head.
You can say, I am awake, or today will be good, even if your grammar is not perfect.
Your brain does not need perfection. It needs repetition and comfort.
Yes, repetition teaches the brain patterns, just like a child learns their first language.
Children do not study grammar books. They listen, repeat, and feel the language.
Speak without translating. The second step is very important, Ethan. Stop translating every sentence in your head.
Oh, yes. Translation is a big enemy of speaking fluently. It slows the brain like traffic on a busy road.
Instead of translating, connect English words with images or feelings. For example, think of coffee as the smell and taste.
Not as a word from your language changed into English. This makes your brain faster and more natural.
At first, this feels strange and uncomfortable, but discomfort means learning is happening.
Yes, if learning feels too easy, the brain is not changing.
Listen more than you study. Many learners study too much and listen too little, but listening is brain food.
Listening helps your brain learn rhythm, speed, and emotion. Grammar books cannot teach that.
That is why we speak slowly on Mrs. Speak English channel, so your brain can relax and absorb naturally.
When your brain relaxes, learning becomes faster. Stress blocks learning like a closed door.
So listen while walking, cooking, or resting. Do not force yourself to understand every word.
Understanding grows quietly, like a plant underground.
Laugh at mistakes. Ethan, what is one thing learners fear the most?
Mistakes, Emma. People are very afraid of sounding silly.
But mistakes are signs of progress. No mistakes means no speaking.
Yes, when you make mistakes, your brain is trying something new. That is brave, not embarrassing.
I still make mistakes sometimes, and I just smile and continue.
Same here. Confidence grows when fear becomes smaller.
Yes, and training your brain is like training a muscle. Short practice every day works better than long study once a week.
5 minutes of speaking daily is more powerful than 2 hours of silent reading.
Talk to yourself, talk to mirrors, talk to pets. Your brain doesn't care who listens.
It only cares about using English naturally and regularly. That is how habits are built.
And habits create confidence. Confidence creates fluency.
Yes, step by step, slowly and kindly.
Ethan, I want to ask you something many learners feel quietly. Why does the brain suddenly forget English during real conversations?
Yes, that strange blank moment happens to many people. The brain feels pressure and chooses silence instead of risk.
That means the brain thinks English is dangerous or stressful, so our job is to make English feel safe.
Exactly, Emma. When the brain feels safe, words come out more easily.
One simple trick is changing how you talk to yourself. Be kind, not angry when English feels slow.
Instead of saying, I am bad at English, say, I am learning English step by step.
Those words matter because the brain listens carefully. Negative thoughts create fear inside the mind.
Positive words calm the brain and open space for learning. It sounds simple, but it's very powerful.
Another helpful habit is repeating short sentences many times. Long sentences are difficult for beginners.
Yes, short sentences build strong foundations. For example, I like tea, or I am learning English.
Say them while walking, cleaning, or waiting somewhere. English becomes part of daily life.
When English becomes daily, the brain stops resisting it. Resistance slowly turns into acceptance.
Ethan, do you remember when you learned something difficult before? Maybe riding a bicycle or learning to cook.
Yes, I fell many times while learning to ride a bike, but my body learned slowly.
Language learning is very similar to that. The brain needs time, repetition, and patience.
And falling means learning, not failing. That idea helps many students relax.
Relaxation is very important for speaking English well. A tense brain cannot speak smoothly.
That is why smiling while speaking actually helps. It relaxes your face and your mind.
Sometimes I tell learners to smile before speaking. They laugh first, then speak better.
Laughter removes fear quickly. Fear is the biggest wall between learners and fluency.
Another brain training method is thinking aloud. Say your thoughts in English quietly.
For example, say, I am hungry or I feel tired. These are real feelings, easy to express.
When thoughts change language, the brain adapts naturally. This is how thinking in English begins.
At first, thoughts are slow and broken. That is completely normal.
Over time, the brain connects words faster. Then sentences come without much effort.
This moment feels magical for learners. They suddenly realize English feels lighter.
Yes, that moment brings confidence and happiness. It shows the brain has started trusting English.
Trust is very important here. You must trust the learning process.
And trust yourself, even when progress feels invisible. Growth is happening quietly inside.
Some days feel slow and some days feel great. Both are part of the journey.
We want learners to enjoy the journey, not rush the result. Fluency is not a race.
Exactly, Emma. Everyone's brain learns at a different speed.
Comparing yourself to others creates stress. Stress slows learning again.
So focus only on your small improvements. Celebrate tiny wins, like one clear sentence.
Those small wins build motivation. Motivation keeps the brain active.
Active brains learn faster than forced brains. Learning should feel friendly.
That is why we keep our conversations slow and natural here, so learners feel comfortable listening.
Comfort leads to understanding. Understanding leads to speaking.
And speaking leads to confidence. Confidence changes everything.
Emma, many people ask if thinking in English is really possible. What do you think?
I truly believe it is possible for everyone. It just takes the right habits.
Yes, habits shape the brain more than talent. Talent is not required.
Consistency is more important than intelligence. Daily exposure trains the mind gently.
That is why we suggest listening every day, even for a few minutes.
Your brain remembers sounds even when you feel distracted. Learning happens in the background.
Like music stuck in your head. Language works the same way.
Exactly, Ethan. So let English surround you kindly.
Not as pressure, but as a friendly voice. That voice slowly becomes your own.
And one day you will speak and think, oh, this feels natural now.
That moment makes all effort worth it. It feels like a quiet victory.
We love hearing those stories from learners. They inspire us deeply.
Yes, they remind us why we do this, helping brains feel brave with English.
All right, everyone. We will stop here for today and take a small pause. Thank you for spending this time learning and growing with us.
Yes, thank you for listening calmly and practicing with an open mind. Your effort truly matters more than you think.
Remember, training your brain to speak English is a gentle process. Be patient, kind, and consistent with yourself.
Keep listening, keep thinking in English, and keep smiling while learning. Confidence grows when fear slowly disappears.
This is Emma from Mrs. Speak English channel, sending you motivation and positive energy.
And this is Ethan reminding you that English becomes easier every day when you stay connected and keep practicing.
We'll see you again very soon with another friendly conversation.
Until then, take care, stay curious, and keep speaking English.